Hey everyone, welcome to RT Infrastructure Micro Lessons, where we cover short and practical lessons on network automation, and AWS. In today's micro lesson, we are going to be learning about actually two things: the banner MOTD command and the domain command. Now, we'll start off with the domain command, and essentially, the domain command assigns a domain name to the switch. You know, this is pretty much something that once assigned, the domain name can be used to help us utilize other features, such as, for example, SSH. When we generate SSH keys, it has to have a domain name assigned to it, or else you won't be able to do that. However, when you do this, it's only internally for the switch. This is when you assign that domain name. This is not for like Active Directory. You're not assigning it to Active Directory or registering it to DNS or anything like that. It's just to use to help us use other features that may require it. So let's get into it. This is a fairly simple command to use. So you go into your config T, go to IP domain name. I believe it's two separate words there. And then you can go ahead and type in your domain. So we'll do RT infrastructures. All right. .com. Bada bing, bada boom. So that's pretty much all it is. You assign it to it, and then when you want to set up the SSH key generation, you won't get no error saying, "Hey, you don't have a domain name assigned to it." As an example. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Banner MOTD command, which is a pretty useful command. Like anytime you guys, if you ever log into a organization and switch, and you SSH into it or console in, you'll notice that you'll see these messages show up. They'll say something about like system authorization is only for authorized users or something like that. And if you don't have the proper trial, disconnect now or something like that. Those are the messages that I'm actually going to set up with you here. Very useful, especially for organization. I think I've seen, maybe one or two without them, but a lot of organizations, they do use them. So, but here we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stay in our config terminal, and then we're going to go ahead and do banner MOTD. And then we're going to go ahead and use the caret symbol here, and then we're going to click enter. And then once we're in that mode, we can actually enter in our message. So we can say like this: system is for the use of authorized users. Let's keep it lower, but users only. And then once you do that, you go ahead and hit the caret symbol again to get out of this mode. And then there you go. So now if I click exit end and I hit enter again. Okay, so if I hit enter again here, now we have our little message right here that popped up. And typically it wouldn't bring you to the login if you have your TACACS server set up, or your login. You'll probably get the login screen after that, and then it'll pop up. You'll get this message, and then you'll get the login credentials there, where you got to type in your username and password. But yep, that is the banner MOTD, and that will do it for this one, guys. Now, I think that will do it for these micro lessons. For now, we might start getting into small lessons, is what I like to call them. So the micro lessons are usually like 1 to 10 minutes, while the small lessons are probably going to be 10 minutes to 15 minutes, and then the large lessons are going to be like or actually, I think what I'm going to do is a small lesson will be 10 to 30 minutes, and then the large lessons are going to be 30 to an hour. So that way we can start getting into um, more automation, more bigger topics like STP, and get into AWS, which I think there'll be some micro lessons for AWS as well. But I've been kind of not doing the network automation in AWS just because they're going to take more than 1 to 10 minutes to actually make these videos for them. So that'll be it for this one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.